White
We're back
at the JTV Game of the Week. I'm Parker Bone III here with Brandon Bone. We are in the 7th frame of Game 2. Jackson Memorial convincingly winning Game 1 over Jackson Liberty. And this match here has actually turned into be a fairly tight match. As we're looking at the scoreboard right now, Jackson Memorial is up about 25 pins. But as we've seen in the first match, Brandon, anything can happen in just a matter of one solid frame.
And you look at Kevin's score there. He's got a couple spares and a couple opens. Those opens aren't helping him really much. Neither will that.
Well, missing one pin spare is certainly not going to help Liberty at that point. They not only need to get some strikes going, but they need to keep filling those frames as well.
Looks like Liberty's going to make a lineup change. A sub and a bowler.
Jaden Pershakilly getting up here in the 7th frame, working on a strike.
Great shot again.
Splashing him around pretty convincingly there. What's his shot on the right lane here is the ball. He maneuvers
There's almost no way
good.
when he hits the pocket that hard. It's pin the same.
Going high, leaving a 4.79. Justin's got a challenging spare here right now. Steven Skillman going high, leaving a 3.610. Justin getting the 2 pins. And the 4.79, getting those 2 pins. Working on some strikes, so obviously 2 counts as 4. And Steven Skillman, unfortunately chops
again,
that spare.
That spare, 3.610.
Yeah, that 3.610's a tough spare, that's for sure. See what happens as Brad Allman gets up to finish out the 7th frame here. He's working on a triple right now.
He can really stretch this match out. Strikes again here.
Well, if he strikes here, I'll tell you, Memorial's going to take about a 65-pin lead with 3 frames to go if Brad strikes here. So this is once again, a big shot. Ball drifts high, going through the nose. Fortunately, only leaving the 6.9.
Still makeable spare.
Yes, it is. Both pins being together. See what happens here as he gets ready to shoot this spare right now. But the big key right now is Memorial is still filling a lot of frames. They have a couple more strikes up there, but they're still continuing to fill a lot of frames, which is keeping the pressure on Liberty. Once again, he made that spare.
Wasn't a 10 pin.
No, it wasn't a 10 pin. To watch the ball take out the 6.9. Memorial up by 63 pins. You know the scoreboard says 33. They've actually got a couple extra marks on the board. So they've got a 63-pin lead going into the 8th frame. See what happens here as we get things underway. Todd Mai working on a strike right now. Ringing 10. What a great shot that was. Wow. 6-pin goes right around a 10. Preston Williams, a lot of spares on the board, but boy, he would certainly like to get a strike up here right now. Going high and a little bit baffled as well. Todd Mai.
Another spare for Memorial.
That's right. That keeps the pressure on Liberty for sure. Preston Williams shooting a 3.610. Goes pretty straight at it. That was an excellent spare right there. That ball went straight down the lane. Ball hits all 3 pins. Perfectly done. Another strike for Sean Skillman. Sean's really got it going together so far. certainly doing everything that he can to help as we have a substitute in here.
Zachary Austin.
Zachary coming in. Ball goes through the nose for the 4-6 split.
Oh!
Jaden Pershikili really going thin. Watch this ball in the left lane, really super light and mixing. Looks like he's going to have a disaster, and then unfortunately they all fall over for the triple, no less. Steven Skillman missing the head pin going away. At least fortunately they're all together. Watching. Well, he got 2 of them. He's getting as many pins as he can, especially when he leaves a big old split.
Now they're really separating apart right now.
Yeah, Memorial is really starting to open up this gap a little bit. A couple of strikes on the board. They've got their spares. They've certainly got things rolling forward. Oh, Brian throwing a strike there on the right lane. Certainly going to help the team.
Game certainly ain't over yet.
No, it's not. Brad Allman gets a great break right there in the left lane. Watch this one on the left lane. As that looks like it's going to leave the floor, and it trips it out. He's a happy camper at that point.
Gerard strikes.
Gerard strikes, keeping everybody in the match. That's one thing that we do know is that JTV, it's shown right here live in New Jersey, but it's being watched in New York, New Jersey, and Florida. So to all of our viewers out there, welcome on board and enjoy the show. Justin unfortunately going light, leaving it 2-4-8-10. Challenging split, but I'll tell you right now, he can certainly make this. Oh, giving it a chance. Leaving just a 10. So going into the pivotal 9th frame. 3, 4, 5 marks. Memorial is up by 87 right now. So once again, they're taking a strong lead going into the 9th frame. Liberty really needs to get their act together here and try to post some strikes up here. If they can get some strikes, some good things working going into the 10th. Anything is still bound to happen, that's for sure.
Preston getting up here. Working on a whole boatload of spares. And this one's going to be
This one's going to be a little challenging for Preston, that's for sure.
Another great shot by Todd.
Todd throwing a really good shot on this right lane. Ball going high flush, and man, I'll tell you what, all the pins go right back into the pit, just like a vacuum. Preston's going to throw this one pretty hard and straight, hoping to get some luck and bounce one around there. Well, he bounced it around, but it didn't bounce out the right way. Meanwhile, Sean Skillman up on the right lane, throwing it out there. Oh, leaving that 10 pin.
Good shot.
It's all right. It's a good shot. It was in the pocket. Scoreboard right now. Memorial's up by 88 with a couple of strikes working. And Liberty drifts high once again for another very challenging split. And Memorial keeps filling the frames. Making them spares and filling the frames is certainly good.
This game's spreading apart a lot now.
Yeah, they're really trying to pull it apart.
Strikes for Memorial, opens for Liberty right now. It's not looking good.
Yeah, the 4-7-10's no easy bargain, that's for sure.
And Jaden strikes again. That's not going to help Liberty.
No. Well, Jaden certainly has it going on right now. He's been a stronghold for their team, bowling 230 the first game, and he's got another really good, solid game going this game. Brian Delmar. Brian, good
Great shot
there in the ninth.
That's a double.
That's a double. What they need is they need Gerard to double right behind him. That one broke loose a little bit, hooking right by the head pin altogether.
Do you say this game is already over?
I'm going to say the game is over, but Liberty certainly has a lot of work cut out for them here, as basically they've only got 7 players left. Working on a strike though. Gerard,
Good
really
shot
could
by
have used
Gerard.
that one right there.
Yeah.
No doubt. We watch Steven Skillman.
Oh no,
shooting
that's
a
right.
spare.
Oh,
Well, the good thing about that, it hit the pocket. Maybe
it's
he
a
can
good
learn
strike
something by
ball.
that. Certainly would have been a good strike ball. Cherdicamo shooting the 4-pin right now. Pretty good spare.
Good spare.
Right on it there. And Brad Allman getting up here. That was good. 4-pin pretty easy. Brad Allman goes a little light, leaving the 2-4. He's liking the fact that both of those are together. Justin got the domino theory working here. X's and O's.
You don't know where his ball's going.
Well, right now he's a little bit puzzled. His ball's hooking one shot. It's not hooking enough.
Good pick up there.
Watch Brad Allman shoot the 2-4 there on that right lane. Really, really good. Justin up here on the left lane shooting the 2-8.
And another open frame.
Another open frame. Justin's obviously baffled by what his ball's doing or not doing. His ball's picking up 1 minute and not picking up the next. Getting a little bit caught up into the moment, transition, and he just needs to reach back and dig deep. Things can certainly turn around here, but it's the whole team that has to make it turn around.
Todd going up first in the 10th. Game looking like it's. Oh, and that's when you know you're probably gonna win when you get those breaks right there.
Yeah, when you go right through the nose and everything falls over.
And you're already up by 100.
Preston getting up here right now.
Great shot
Got
there.
a strike. Got it off the nose, got a convincing strike, and pretty happy about that. So we watch Todd working on 2 strikes right now, up in the 11th frame.
That's close too. Great shot again.
Another really good shot there. Good shot. Let's go! Where's this guy been the whole time?
Yeah. He's had 1 strike through 9 frames and then throws a double. That's impressive.
Tell you what,
right there.
you got to build upon that. One thing for sure, they don't want to walk out of here saying that they lost all 3 games to Memorial.
Yeah.
You know, if they go out of here losing 2-1 and then on top of it saying, but we won the last game.
Yeah, and Liberty lost But, oh, and he
Oh,
gets another
good break
one.
there, tripping the 4-pin.
It's a good thing Total Wood doesn't count. They'd be down a
Look
lot
at
right
that
now.
4-pin go out late like that.
Sean gets up. It's a good shot there again. Good shot. Strikeout in the 10th for 215. Zach strikes after 2 splits. Oh, the 9 trips to leave, or the 4 trips to leave a 9. Still great game for Sean there.
Got in there. Well, he kicks a 7 out that time. He's probably happy the ball didn't go through the nose after the last 2 shots, unfortunately.
Sean, 2 very good shots.
Ball hooking like it was.
Great game by Sean.
Good spare. Good game by Sean Skillman. 205. Todd posting a 192.
It's a good game after the start he had.
Preston shooting 187. And bowler 2 for Liberty. Well, we sent in a sub. As Jaden Pershilly on this left lane just destroys the rack. Continues to throw a lot of great shots, one after another. Ryan Delmar, oh, the ball drifting high, leaving the baby split. And Jaden, another fantastic shot. Look at that shot, right through the pins. He shot 238 the first game. Jaden Pershilly can strike on his fill ball and shoot 243 this game. That's fantastic.
Trying to post a
bowling
great
right
set.
I'll tell you what, especially by your bowler who's your third bowler in the lineup.
Great game there.
That's some pretty good bowling right there.
And Memorial's bowling another solid game. Over 1,000. It's looking like that.
Liberty's just bringing out the best of everybody.
Yeah.
This looks like it's going to be the
struggling today.
fifth game in a row that they're going to have over 1,000 shot at them.
Can't get a break.
Steven Skillman leaving just the 5-pin. Gerard up here on the right lane throws it out, and it's coming back for another 10-pin. So, have to see how this plays out right now. Steven shooting just the 5-pin. That's no problem at all. It's right in the middle of the lane. Just another strike shot. And you'll watch this ball go down the lane there and make the 5-pin perfectly. Gerard, unfortunately, missing the 10-pin. Can't really lose sleep over that one right now. Mentally, their team is down. Got to pick things back up so they can get back into it for the next game. .158 for Steven. Brian Delmar bowled 187. Gerard bowled 170. Justin Bone up in the 10th frame right now.
And he's still way lost. Transition
That's
hit
okay.
him.
If he can move a little right and close the lane down, keep his target in front of him, he'll be fine.
And it looks like he's hitting Bradley right now, too.
His face.
Yeah. Brad Allman going light, leaving a 2-pin. Hoping for something good to happen. Justin making the 4-pin pretty convincingly, and Brad Allman making the 2-pin as well. Well, surprisingly, looking at the scoreboard, Jackson Memorial is not going to bowl 1,000 this game.
They're going to be 8 off, but still.
Yeah, 992. It still feels like they shot 1,000 when you look at the scoreboard right now for Jackson Liberty.
If Justin strikes here, they lose by 163. Wow.
Well, at least he struck on the field ball, so now at least he can hopefully grasp upon that and build upon it, and the team can have something positive to look at for the next game. Well, at the end of game 2, once again, Jackson Memorial shoots 992, while Jackson Liberty shot 829 that game. So the coaches have rechanged some lineups here.
John getting 2 shots.
We're bringing in a substitute for bowler 2. The substitutes that come out on the lane, the new bowlers coming in actually will get practice balls to get a little bit of acclimated to the lanes themselves. Trust me, they've been bowling in the JV match off on the pair to the left. When we watch the practice shots, this could take 2 or 3 minutes until we get things underway, but they had their 2 practice shots and everything's ready to go. Game 3 right now. Todd Mai, first shot goes through the nose for a big split, and so does Preston Williams. Both bowlers leaving a split out of the gate. Both a little bit on the challenging side. Todd Mai, what a great shot that was on the left lane. Wow. He makes the 3-4-6-10. Watch this on the left lane. Perfectly done as the 3-pin goes right into the 4-pin. Preston Williams gets 1. So 1 bowler in, and Memorial just right out of the gate, even though they had a big split filling the frame. It's going to certainly keep the momentum going there. So we watch Sean Skillman a little bit high, tripping out the 4-pin for another strike on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, we have a sub-new bowler over here, bowler 2, John Wyant, coming in for Jackson Liberty. Going high, leaving the 4-pin. As we watch Jaden Pershikili go high and leave the 3-6-10. Not for Liberty, not right there. You don't want to miss these relatively easy spares, 1-pin spares. Jaden Pershikili filling the frame.
Looks like we got a coming up.
Steven Skillman coming in.
For Steven.
Steven Skillman's going to change balls. Going to a Radical Cash. As we watch Brian Delmar. Brian Delmar goes back and forth between a pit bull and a high road. Steven's certainly going to more hook that time. That ball drifts high, going through the nose, leaving only the 3-pin. watch Brian Delmar shooting the 3-6 and chopping the 3 straight back. Liberty needs, they need to get in a big huddle.
Yeah. We start over.
Need to refocus here. Maybe
Liberty's pulling a Memorial last game. Especially right now.
Gerard goes light and leaving the 2-4-5. And Brad Allman going Brooklyn, tripping out the 6-pin.
And that's why they're up 2-0.
Ball breaking loose from the lane, tripping the 6, but at least it struck.
It's not looking like that for...
Be a good strike for you.
It's not looking like that for Memorial on the other side. They're down 0-2.
Unfortunately, another open frame for Liberty. Well, maybe they're going to go the reverse this time. Maybe they're going to start out slow and finish strong.
All right. And the season's strong.
Justin Bone, the anchor bowler. You know, if there's one thing that's, I'll say in a positive note for Justin, he won the Junior Teen Masters in Richmond. That was a big, big tournament for him over the summer, last summer. So he knows how to roll with the punches. He just definitely has to dig deep and figure out something good to make it turn around. Starts out with a pretty good shot this game, leaving just a 7-pin. Hopefully he'll fill the frame. That would be a big start for Liberty right now.
Yeah.
Any kind of mark. Meanwhile, Memorial has 5 marks on the board, and Liberty, when you look at their scoreboard, they've got 4 consecutive opens. So, let's see if he can't fill this frame and pick up the 7-pin. All right.
Liberty's on the board.
They are on the board with a mark. Something positive is happening for Liberty. Things have changed. Tell you what, it's really standing room only in the bowling facility right now. When you look left and you look right, even for ourselves, we can't just sit here and watch things cool, calm, and collective. We got to get up on our toes to watch some of the players and some of the action. Preston Williams, great shot right there. Maybe he can take some good positive notes out of that. Todd Mai going light, leaving a 2-pin. See what can happen here to get things underway. John Wyatt. Up a little bit. Well, fortunately, missed the head pin, but he's only got the 1-2. They're both together. That's a good thing right now. So, let's see how things are going to go forward from here. Great spare for Todd Mai. And see what happens here for John. Trying to make both of those pins. That looks good. All right. Fantastic. Ball on the left lane. Covers both the 1 and the 2. And hooks back. What a great shot. Double for Sean Skillman. That's fantastic.
This game's already separating apart.
Jaden Pershikili really hooking the lane right now. He's going 15 out to look like about 2.
Yeah, 2, 3.
And that ball really come back strong. Ryan Delmar going high, 6, 9, 10. All right, a spare on the board. And Jaden got the big hook going for the 4-pin. He's got big hook. Gerard Chidikamo, he is looking forward to going into the Marines, everybody. I know he's not too happy with that shot there, but he's got a couple more months left at Jackson Liberty, and it's going to be off to the Marines for Gerard. It's going to help look after our country. It's a special group of people right there. Steven Skillman, a sophomore.
Good shot there. Oh, the 5 stood.
Gerard just missing the baby split.
Here goes Liberty looking for their 5th mark.
Some things, Liberty's hoping some things change and turn around here very fast.
Big time.
As we watch Steven Skillman leads the 5-10. Oh, almost tried to get it over there. Justin going high
shot.
for a 4-pin. Another good pocket shot. After 3 or 4 shots he had to end game 2, he's probably pretty happy with that right now. Brad Allman working on his strike. Great shot.
Brad Allman he's really gotten a lot better.
Yeah, that was a really good shot right there. The ball goes high flush right through the pins. 8 pins, the last one to fall. And after 2 frames, Memorial jumping out in front. 41 pin lead, and with the extra marks that they have, they've got a 51 pin lead. 61 pin lead going into frame 3. So it's actually a role reversal of what's happened the last 2 games.
Yeah.
See if Liberty can't turn it around and make it beneficial to them.
I don't know. Todd's making some great shots again.
Yeah, good shot by Todd Mai. Obviously, he's not ready to let it turn around. He's ready to keep it going forward.
And I talked to their coach before the match started. They said they can't finish a game. They can't finish the 3rd game, but once they win 2, it's almost like they're guaranteed to lose the last one. They really never have won the last game with the hot.
Well, it sounds to me like when their ball starts breaking loose from the lane, they're not making the moves properly.
I don't know. It looks like they're making them pretty well right now. Or
They are. Preston was
it.
on a strike, threw a great shot, left a ring in 10, and made it.
Good spare.
So at least he made his spare, which is certainly a good thing. Sean picks up the spare, keeps the pressure going. And John won it. Ball drifting a little high, fortunately only leaving the 4-7.
Looks like we got a ball change from Jaden here. After a 230 and a 240.
Jaden, 230, 240, and changing to a green quantum.
Oh, ring 10.
Ring 10. Great shot, though. Fantastic.
What a good shot. John changes balls for a spare.
Jaden told me earlier his best subject in school is math. To watch John make the spare there.
I know I would.
Maybe he needs to be good in math when he can add up all of his scores from throwing a lot of strikes.
Yeah. Strike plus strike times like 6 plus a couple spares equals 240.
Yep. As we watch Ryan Dahmer get up here on the right lane, working on a spare. Close. That's a really good one. Gets them all over. Great strike. Hopefully he can use it as a little bit of a momentum builder. Maybe they can continue that onward. Throw a couple more strikes. Steven Skillman.
Oh, no.
Well, Steven's not very happy about that shot.
It's okay. He's working on open. Count doesn't matter.
Yep. Count doesn't matter. As long as he makes a spare, 9 spare or 3 spare, it's all the same. Gerard getting up here in the 3rd frame. Looking to get something started. Great shot for Gerard. That's awesome. 2 strikes in a row for Jackson Liberty. Watch the shot on the right lane. Perfect.
Gerard is very consistent at hitting his mark.
Yep. Steven, ball breaking away. Steven Skillman is part of the digital media staff right here with JTV. Just like Justin Bone right here on the right lane. He's part of the JTV staff as well.
Obviously, they're not part of the staff today.
Hey, finally got a strike. Brad Allman working on a double. Going a little high. That's going to be a challenging one. The 3, 6, 7, 9, 10. Not a very common leave, but albeit the same. It's going to have to go deep on the lane, throw the ball out by the gutter, let it hook around. The 3-pin can go over into the 7, and the ball will take out the 6-10, and the 6 obviously, or the ball will take the 9-pin out.
Are you sticking with your predictions? 2-1? Any team?
I'm still sticking with my prediction, 2-1.
All right.
Gets in there and lets it go. Well, he's going to need a couple more shots. Unfortunately, it's 10-pin bowling, not duck pin. So we sit here and look at the scoreboard. Liberty had a pretty solid frame that time. Jackson Memorial. Right now the match, when you look at the scoreboard, it says 49, but it's actually a 29-pin game. So Liberty cut into the deficit a little bit. Let's see what continues to happen here, starting frame 4. Preston Williams going a little bit high, leaving just the 3-pin. Todd Mai backing off. It looks like Memorial's having a little fun out there. They're laughing and enjoying themselves. I guess if you win 2 games, you can do that.
And over by like 300 pins. That's
yeah,
okay
convincingly. They've certainly been knocking them over. As Preston gets up and shoots his spare.
Good spare.
Very nicely done. Watch his ball go down the lane there and pick up that 2-pin.
Oh, Todd slaps the 10 out.
Tony Mai on a strike. 6-pin nudges out the 10, gives him a double. John up, that's close. Yes.
John changes balls on it. That's a good shot.
Changes balls, but that's John's first strike, so maybe things are looking up for John. Watch this ball in the left lane. Rips that rack. Says, here I am, I'm ready to go now.
Ryan can really put the hammer down right now. He's on a strike looking for a double.
Ryan looking for a double is right. Through the nose, baby split. That's not exactly what he was looking for. But we'll have to see what happens right now. As he shoots this baby split, hook over. Yes!
Good spin.
What a great shot for Brian. Watch this as he throws that ball out to the right. 3-pin hits the right, goes ball, deflects off into the 10. What a great spare.
Sean strikes again.
Sean strikes again, exactly. Keeping it clean, he's making his spares. Both teams doing pretty good so far, filling frames here the last about 8 or 10 bowlers.
Great shot by
That's
Gerard.
what Gerard's
That's
looking
double.
for. It's a double for Gerard, and it's been a little while since he's had a double. Jaden Pershikili almost sending a messenger over there for the 10.
I don't know how that one was.
He's trying anyway. And Justin Bone working on a strike. Trying to get a double on the board here. Ball breaking loose from the lane, going high. It's amazing how many bowlers today have gone high and left a baby split. Jaden getting up to shoot his 10-pin. didn't like the feel of that one. The good thing in bowling, if you don't like the feel, as long as you haven't released the ball, you can actually go back, re-dry your hand off, reset, and go again. Justin, another great shot. Baby split. Seems like the baby split's getting to be like shooting ducks in the bathtub. Ball hits the right side of hitting the right side of the 3-pin, deflecting into the 10. Piece of cake. Jaden making his 10-pin. Steven Skillman up here in the 4th frame. Looking to do something a little better than last frame. Well, he went light and got half of them. Now he's got to get the other half.
This is not the easiest spare.
No, this is, although they're all together, this is unfortunately a very choppable spare. Steven looking like he lost a little bit of the lane. So he's got to regroup himself and see what happens here.
It's like the 3, 6, 9, 10. There are 1,000 ways to
fortunately
miss it.
he makes it.
And about 4 ways to make it.
Makes it.
And that's one way to make it.
I'll tell you what, you can make it any way you want.
As long as they all fall down.
Yep. And Bradley Allman, another great shot for him. Coming back after that disastrous 3rd frame. So 6 marks on the board. Actually, both teams have 6 marks on the board, and the scoreboard tells the story. It's 29 pins.
Good shot there.
Todd Mai, good shot, leaving a 10-pin on a double.
Looks like they're having a little fun out there.
They are, but if they start having too much fun, Liberty's going to look forward to that door being wide open. And Preston Williams up here on the right lane, looking to get things underway in the 5th frame. Looking like another fantastic shot for him. Little tight, high flush in the pocket, but watch as the ball goes through the pins. Perfectly, all 10 pins go down.
Spare.
Todd making another spare. That's good. Nothing wrong with that.
John's working on his strike.
John looking to put a double on the board. Boy, would that help the team out right now.
He's got a cross, though. All right.
Well, he was thinking double, like knock them all over, not leaving double wood. Got a little work cut out for him.
Sean's on a strike, too.
Sean on a strike.
Oh.
Breaking down the split, leaving only the 6-pin. Not a bad thing. Loosened up the shirt around his neck. Got to breathe in a little sigh of relief on that one. And John shooting the 3-9. Not exactly an easy spare with that sleeper in the back. Oh, doesn't quite come up to it. Good spare for Sean. Brian getting up here on lane 4. Drifting a little bit high, fortunately leaving only the 4-7. Jaden Pershikili going through the nose, fortunately leaving only the 6-pin. Well, the lanes are certainly breaking down even more, Brandon. We're looking at the bowlers. The bowlers continue to move in a little bit deeper on the lane, but yet their ball has a tendency to still want to drift and go high.
And if you look at from the slightest change, Jaden, if you look at Jaden, for example, he shot 230, 240, and he doesn't have a strike through 5 frames so far.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
He's changed balls.
Obviously, he sees the lane changing as we look at Brian make that 4-7. Well, I'll tell you what, through 5 frames, Jackson Liberty is still very much in this game. Although they're losing by about 30 or 40 pins, the game is still close enough within reach. As the ball That ball drifts by the head pin, fortunately only leaving the 1-3.
Another good shot.
Great shot by Gerard, working on a double. That's a momentum getter for Jackson Liberty. See if Justin can help the team even a little bit more. Steven throwing it out and
he got
hooks
it.
back. Great spare. As we watch this ball hook back from the gutter, comes over, just gets a piece of the head pin, makes a spare. Justin Bone right now, very fortunate, he left only the 3-pin.
Riley Allman
through the nose.
Double.
Riley Allman tripping the 4, leaving the 10.
That could have been very
Justin
worse
gets up here to shoot the 3-pin only.
About the first 10-pin I think I've seen Brad make today. Maybe the second. Both teams. Looks like it's about a 20-pin game right now. Liberty is on a triple and an open and a strike and 2 spares, and Memorial's on all spares. Todd looking up. Good shot there. Another dead flush shot right there. Preston's getting up, looking for a double to cut into Memorial's lead. It's 9. Another good shot by Sean.
Okay.
Preston looking to
Preston only leaving the 2-pin is actually very fortunate there. He'll take 9, and he'll certainly take the spare. Ball hits the spare pretty solid. Sean Skillman shooting his 10-pin, a little bit left of target. Unfortunately missing that one there.
This game's getting awful close.
Well, Liberty, as much as they went through the nose there and he didn't leave a big split, they need 1 or 2 good things to happen to try to change things around.
Looks like Jaden changed balls again. Finally gets his first
Jaden
strike.
finally got back to the pocket again. That shot in the right lane. Look at that ball. Right through the pins perfectly.
Might have been wrong.
And John throws it right to the edge. Look at this ball get right out near the edge and then hook all the way.
Ooh.
Held on for the spare.
And you just said Liberty needs a couple breaks.
I'd say John was living on the edge. And through the nose. Fortunately, only the 10-pin standing. Look at that. Big break by not leaving a split. But then Brian had the same thing. He went through the nose and broke down to 6-7, so he's got just a 7-pin. So both bowlers with a 1-pin spare. Attaboy. Just make the spare. Good spare by Steven.
Here goes Gerard working on a triple.
Gerard working on a triple. I'll tell you what, this is a big shot right here.
They can really use this one. Oh no.
Brooklyn got to get him.
And he got it.
Tell you what, he pulled it in the right spot. Going right on over there.
It's a break they needed.
We said that they needed 1 or 2 breaks, something good to go their way, and Brad Allman throws a good shot and leaves a 10 pin. So let's see what happens for Brad here as he gets up. Justin Bone giving a little bit of loft that time. A little bit of loft out on the lane to try to delay his ball from hooking early, and goes a little high, trips a 4 pin, and you can see he's even got a smile on his face for a change.
Bradley Allman making him look another 10 pin. And he gets it.
Bradley made that one perfectly. Well, when we sit here and look at the scoreboard, 4 marks for them. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, Jackson Liberty's only down 7 pins. So that's a good thing. Down 7 pins and a couple of strikes working. Going into the 7th frame is definitely anybody's game. As we watch Preston go a little high and leave another baby split.
That popular 310 again.
Todd goes high and breaks it down and leave just a 4-7. If Preston shoots this baby split the same way that he shot at the 3-6-10 before, he won't have a problem. He'll make this pretty easily. Oh, he hooked it a little bit. Hooked it too much that time. Preston opens and Todd picks up his spare as the ball hooks across the lane. Fills the frame. And Sean Skillman up on the left lane right now. And through the nose, leaving just the 3-6. Both of them together.
John's going up, working on his spare.
Well, John threw that one. He didn't do any rotation at all. That one, he just left it go straight off his hand, down the edge of the lane. Caught the right side of the 3-pin, unfortunately leaving the 1-5-7-9. Sean picks up the spare, great shot. It's gonna be a little challenging one here coming up for John. He's gonna have to make sure that he turns this one a little bit. If he throws the thumb straight at it, it's going to hang out there again. Well, he turned it a little.
Close.
Got
That's
a chance.
Close.
Yeah, what
Wow.
a great shot. What a great shot, especially watch this ball go down there. Clip the 1 into the 7, the 5, and the 9. That was a fantastic shot.
Jaden strikes again.
Jaden posts a double on the board. And Brian, fantastic
Another good
shot.
for Brian.
Well, we know that Gerard has a couple of strikes, but I'll tell you what, Liberty needs him again.
Right now, especially.
Yeah, after Jaden getting the double and unfortunately Preston throwing it open, they certainly need Gerard to continue that momentum and striking forward. Oh, it's got to cook back.
No.
That's not what he wanted. Looking at his hand like he lost that one off his hand. And a spare for Steven Skillman. Well, if Gerard can get his ball to go to the left side of the head pin here, he can take and put that head pin right into the 10. The ball will take out the 2. Certainly is a makeable spare. Got to hook a little more, and
Got it.
perfectly done. What a great shot for Gerard. Watch this as the ball goes down the lane, hits the left side of the head pin right into the 10. What a great shot.
They needed that.
You need to get a couple of strikes on the lane as Brad picks up the spare. Justin certainly needs to post a double on the board here. Would help the team.
Good shot there.
Yep. Justin's gone with a little bit of loft out on the lane to try to delay the hook a little bit. So far, it's doing its trick.
13-pin game right now. Cutting it down is Liberty. Starting to fire
13-pin.
back.
They've got an extra mark. It's actually a 23-pin game so far.
I was close enough, you know.
Todd throws a great shot right there.
Todd's been on fire today.
And, well, Preston should go play for the football team. Throwing a field goal at the 8-10. Not good. Sean Skillman with only a 1-pin spare. John working on a spare. Sean covers the spare
Good
pretty
spare.
convincingly. And let's see how John makes out over here.
And a 4-9.
What a great shot. Now here, you want to talk about Liberty's luck. Pocket 8-10, backed up by a pocket 4-9. That's probably the first break they had that really went their way. The fact that Jaden didn't slap that 8-pin out to fall down for a
That's the
triple.
second one.
Yeah, he has left a couple of them. Well, John's got to get this ball to the left side of the 4-pin. If he can hit the left side of the 4-pin, it can slide right over into the 9. Certainly is a makeable spare, but it's definitely a difficult one.
Made a difficult one the last frame.
He did? Well,
It's one.
he got 1 pin. 1 is better than none.
It's better than a field goal.
Jaden makes it. Yes, it is. 1 certainly helps. Well, Brian working on a strike here would certainly help Liberty if he could double up.
All right, he gets the 7 out.
Well, 7 fell out, so that was a good break, leaving only the 6-10. But meanwhile, Memorial continues to fill frames. And Steve gets that one out, does not hook back, leaving the 2-4-5. Hopefully Brian can make this spare and keep this game where it is. And unfortunately he chops it.
A lot of good things going for Memorial right now.
Yeah, Memorial can do no wrong, and Liberty almost can't do anything right. Everything they're doing, it seems like it's wrong.
Good spare
Good
there.
spare for Steven.
This game's still not over yet.
Yep. Well, that was a good break for Gerard, only leaving a 2-pin.
Looks like Bradley changed balls there.
Yeah, Brad's probably feeling the lane is hooking a little bit, so he tried to tame it down by changing balls, getting something that was a little bit more readable, a little more predictable. As we watch Gerard shoot this spare here on the left lane, ball goes down, easily hits the 2-pin.
Well, that's right.
That's right, but the lane is breaking down so much. That ball hooked back. 2 different ways of shooting that spare, one a little bit straighter and one with the big hook.
Trips a 4 again.
Justin going with a little bit of loft again. Fortunately, tripping out the 4-pin. So Liberty has a little glimmer of hope. They're only down 45 going into the 9th, but This is a foundation frame. They definitely have to start setting some strikes up.
This is a frame where they can win the match and easily right there lose the match.
Well, luck as it may be, Todd going Brooklyn for the double.
That's not going to help.
That doesn't help Liberty.
Especially with Liberty on 3 opens.
Yeah.
And they're all consecutive.
Well, can't do much about that. You can only look forward now. So Liberty has to figure out how to get some marks, hopefully some strikes on the board.
Good shot by Preston there. This game's definitely not over.
It's not over by any means.
Good shot there by Sean, flat 10.
It's all right. Flat 10, but he doesn't have the 8 standing with it, so he's got a 1-pin spare. As John gets up here in the right lane.
All right, makeable spare. I'd rather shoot that than a 4-9.
Yes, I think he's not ecstatic about that, but the fact that they're together, he's liking that. Meanwhile, Sean just barely knocks this pin over. Watch this ball barely hit the 10 pin, and it just falls right over. Spare's a spare.
Jeans, yeah. Doesn't matter how it's fall.
For sure.
Another good shot by Jaden.
Goes light and splashes him around. And real good spare for John there.
Does Jaden have an open today? Or is he clean?
Jaden does have 1 open. 230 and 240. Jaden's looking to shoot 700 if he has some good things in the 10th here. Steven throws a great shot. A little high, leaves a 4-pin. And Brian.
That's close.
Just a touch high, leaving the 4-7-9. That's the part of bad breaks right now that Liberty can't get around. They throw what seems like to be reasonable shots. When that ball drifts high like that.
And Memorial's throwing the same shot.
You're right. Steven's shot was high and left just a 4-pin. And Brian leaves a 4-7-9. A little too much hook as the ball goes in the gutter there. So let's see what Bradley Allman can do here in the 9th frame. Great shot for him on his team. Gerard getting up in the 9th frame here.
Good
Decent shot. Unfortunately,
10.
leaving the flat 10. You know, with a little bit of luck there, that 4-7-9 and his flat 10, they could be looking at a pair of strikes.
Yeah.
And as it is, they've unfortunately got 1 open, and now Gerard has to make this spare just to keep things somewhat, or hopefully, rolling in a positive direction. But Liberty's got a lot of work to do in the 10th frame if they're going to come back and win this game. Good spare for Gerard. Watch this ball as it roll down the lane. Right side, hits the spare perfectly. That's Justin Bone. Gets up here in the foundation 9th frame. Giving a little bit of loft and working on a triple.
He needs to strike.
And going for the 4-bagger. A little bit light. The 2-8.
Looks like this game's coming down.
It's coming down. Liberty's got a lot of work in front of them if they're going to get anywhere, that's for sure. Justin makes this. Liberty will be down about 70 pins going into the 10th frame.
Gets it,
okay.
But
well, good thing is he got the spare. All right. It's a 69-pin game going into the 10th frame. Once again, Memorial's kind of used to this, I'll say, healthy lead going into the 10th frame.
Yeah, they're up by over 350 pins in total wood.
Yep.
lot of drama going down there to the right of us.
Yeah, two teams battling it out. Todd Mai up here on a double and splashes him around.
Tony gets a little
After
animated
Preston
there.
went light and left a 2-4-5, Todd going up there and splashing him around for the triple. I don't want to say that it's signed, sealed, and delivered, but
This game is
I'll tell you right
almost
now.
90% over.
Memorial is definitely putting a stamp on Liberty right now. So Todd Mai is pacing himself, getting up here in the 11th. Look around accordingly, working on 3 in a row. He helped that one a little bit, through the nose, leaving a 6-10. Pretty solid game for Todd Mai. Spear's going to give him 226.
Can Todd Mai shoot his new high series? He shot 2.
Let's go!
Finishing strike for Preston, getting all pumped up.
With the 163. Not good. But it's a good way to end the season off.
Well, Todd's high series before today was 677. We know that he had 230 the first game. We know that he had 220 the second game. But that 190, or 220 the third game, but that 190 in the middle.
Didn't help him.
It didn't help him for breaking his high series, but
Jaden,
when you look at it, 660 is a pretty solid set, especially when you're trying to help out the team.
good shot by Sean there.
Sean throwing a strike up there on the board. Sean's got to be very happy with his game, not just this game, but let's say overall, all day. He's bowled a pretty solid day. John leaving the 5-7, getting the 5-pin. Unfortunately, not coming up with what he was hoping for.
Good shot by Sean.
Certainly a good shot by Sean. Brian Delmar gets up there, going Brooklyn, leaving the 5-pin. And as we watch Sean shooting his 10-pin on the fill ball. Well, he might have missed that one, but I'm going to say he's not going to lose a whole lot of sleep over that.
Great game.
Great game, 193. His team's going to win all 3 games today. He's going to go out here celebrating for sure. Brian makes a spare there. You know, it hasn't been exactly the greatest day for Jackson Liberty. As we watch Jaden Pershilly, another convincing strike there. Watch this ball go through the pins. He can shoot 700.
Does he need this one, or did he already lock it up?
But Jackson Liberty's had a very good season this season. They've bowled some pretty solid games. They can't do much when their team's against them or bowling some solid games at them. But unfortunately today, they never got on the right track. And, well, the scoreboard tells a story as to what has happened to them accordingly.
Good shot by Jaden. Look a little
Jaden
high.
a little bit high, leaving a 4-pin. He's going to shoot just under 700.
Still a good set by him. Very consistent.
Very fantastic set.
Had one open.
When I watch Jaden bowl, the times that I've watched him, with all the opens that he has typically, unfortunately, he only had one open today for 695 or 697. So, fantastic day for Jaden Pershilly. And Gerard getting up here to shoot the spare. All right, Gerard filled the frame. It's going to be Gerard's last shot at high school bowling. He's a senior He's headed off to the Marines after he graduates in June. So Gerard, do us all a favor. We wish you all the best as life takes you down the road, but finish your high school season off with a good solid strike here, hopefully. And may you have all the luck in the world and all the success as life takes you down the road of serving our country. Hook back there, get them all. Well, he got 9, he got 200, and I think he's pretty happy with that.
Yeah, 200 game.
Nothing wrong with that.
A lot of drama going down there with Freehold and Howell battling it out for the lead.
They're battling it out left and right. Every one of their games seems to be coming down to the 10th frame.
Coming down to the wire.
As we look at Bradley Allman finishing it out for Jackson Memorial, working on a strike.
It's all right.
Through the nose, Greek Church. I don't think he's going to worry about that one. Justin Bone, this is his last shot right now for his opening season for Jackson Liberty, giving it a little bit of loft.
It's the A10 out.
10 went out. He's got just a 2-pin. So let's see what happens here for Justin Bone. And the Greek Church for Bradley.
Gets 3.
It's 3 of them. 173. Still a pretty solid game there. And Justin Bone shooting a 2-pin. At least Justin finished on a good note. He's got a clean game. He's got one more shot to go. See what happens. He can be 215 clean. Unfortunately, unfortunately, Liberty's going to lose. But for Memorial, it's been a great day. Meanwhile, all the excitement down here is Freehold and Howell. But Justin Bone has a little extra loft and gets him to go all fall over. Watch the ball as it goes down the pin and knocks them all over for a finishing touch. Well, there you have it. Jackson Memorial winning all 3 games. Just an unbelievable day. But for all of our viewers, thanks for tuning in to this week's Game of the Week. On behalf of Brandon Bone and myself, Parker, we really appreciate it. We'll look forward to seeing you next season. Take care. Go enjoy.